Good morning. Chris, I think your opportunity short is over with on the NASDAQ.
Good morning. Good morning.
There he is.
Yeah, I was. Comes up on you quick, huh?
That time thing? Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I was like, I got 15 minutes. Next thing I know, I looked down. I was like, wow, it's 8:30.
Yep.
So chip.
Yeah, we got looks like 5 trades so far. Probably a lot more coming, right?
Yeah. Where we at, P&L?
Um, Close to 100.
Yeah, I've got 120. I've only
Yeah.
got 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah. That stop at break even though at those lows of 49.30. That was a.
The one break even, yeah.
Yeah. Just get started. Had a pretty good move out of the gate on. You can see where crude got super choppy. So obviously we missed that because you want to stay away from that environment. But there for a little bit, and then now it's broken out, so it didn't trigger a system trade until the short we took at 50.06.
Oh, 6, right?
Yeah.
It's right back at that.
Yeah.
I'll go through the charts. It's a new week, so we'll go to weekly S&P. You can see we had that strange occurrence of a down week. Daily, it's just kind of tired market. It hit all-time highs and then fell apart. But it's right back in this major support. Getting a little bit of a bounce today. We'll see where it runs out of steam. I think, if we can get up to just maybe 79, just look at a short. I don't know, for some reason, this sell-off doesn't feel like this or, some of these bigger ones.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess should I do newbie time now or wait till later?
Wait till later. Yeah. We'll do that for like the last 15 minutes of the day.
Right.
Explain to them what we're going to start doing, though, in the room.
Which part?
The newbie part.
Oh, right. Just towards the end or later on, we'll take. Well, I guess we'll take questions at any time. I'm just talking about like going through what do all the bands and arrows mean, kind of the same.
Yeah,
Sure,
we've got 4 or 5 new people starting today, so we want to get them acclimated to the trading room. Of course, they'll see that in the content and the videos and some of the training, but just really want to make sure that they're completely understand what's going on in the trading room and how they can maximize their hour in the morning with us. So
Right. Plus a picture's worth 1,000 words, right?
and say welcome to the family. We're glad to have you.
Right. So basically, I mean, I can just keep reiterating. We're looking at these different bands and using them in comparison to defining what the trend is, and then we're looking for areas of getting in low risk entry points that are with the trend. So getting long in these type of areas. Right here might even be a spot, a little higher risk, but still an interesting area.
Yeah.
We also look at multiple time frames. So typically we probably stick with the hour for the trade room. So you can see where we're at in the hourly. It's actually a little bit bearish, but we typically get bounces because we're still in just saw the 6-year bull market. So 15-minute, you could see we're pretty choppy. Across the board, we're pretty choppy. And that does come up where you see gold bands are going up and the red are going down on the current time frame. Usually means a little bit of a chop fest. So got to stay a little bit nimble, get in there and scalp away.
Chip, chip, chip. Get your lob wedge out, right?
Yeah. Crude, I looked at this. The monthly chart is actually bottoming. You could see back after the crash, had a kind of a 3-month bottoming process. I think as of right now, to me, as long as that 48 half holds, we seem to be bottoming. If it could take out 53, I mean, this thing can really, you could see it gets going. Same with the weekly. I mean, we have the red band kind of weighing on it, but if it can break above that, the midpoint is 60 half, $10 higher. So that's pretty, from a weekly standpoint, pretty constructive. Higher low. Daily, we're just spacing, so I think it's still choppy. 4-hour seems, to me, it seems like it wants to go to 51 half plus. 50, 80. I guess today
Just got the high.
Yeah.
Got that high on crude at 17, but we'll see. I mean, we're pretty extended on a 5-minute up here. Got a trade outside the Bollinger there. See if we can get a close.
I do see it. Yeah, so it seems like it's in rally mode. Got a little up overhead resistance here. 5-minute, we're pretty extended, but we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah.
The waiting's the hardest part.
Exactly.
Want to jump the gun?
Isn't it brutal? Got rules for a reason. That's why we use automated trading. So we're just looking for a potential trade here is what we're just waiting to see if the system kicks on and takes us short here. Yep, there we go. See this thing if it's going to fall apart here.
Not a fan of this one.
Yeah, but ultimately it's the right idea. So we'll see how it plays out. I mean, it got up to resistance and then failed, but I want to see how the next little bit holds. I don't see it breaking 21 in this push though. It may work its way sideways, but we'll see. Pretty extended.
No, it's gone. This thing's in a bull move.
We had sellers in here before, so let's see. Yeah, there it goes. I'm gonna cancel your other one.
Yeah, once it gets in that bull move, I think it's going 50-80. I've been looking for news. I'm not seeing it.
Yeah. This is just parabolic at this point, though. Do you know what I mean? I mean, if you look at some of your larger, even your shorter time frames, I mean, it's been pretty much straight up.
Not like 5 minute. I just look at it on the 1 hour. You had that kind of range here to here, and it finally broke out. Typically, it goes to the gold band.
Good risk management there, though.
I wanted to scratch it so bad.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, normally a move like this, when you see this go from 49, I mean, that's pretty much up $1 now from the lows at 9 o'clock.
Right.
So normally that's news motivated is what Dave's referring to. That's a lot of accelerated momentum to the upside here.
I'm going to look again because I don't see. I guess the ECB has started their bond buying. Buying some bonds,
Greek
German bonds, Italian. Yeah, they're actually listing it out.
Makes it convenient for all their buddies, right?
Right. I'm sure there's a pattern, right? Nasdaq's weak to the S&P today, but maybe it's going to catch up.
Yeah.
Needs to do a little bit of catch up.
Yeah. Could get a short here again. So what Dave's referring to when he's talking about the S&P and NASDAQ is the NASDAQ's kind of the momentum market. So when you're seeing that the momentum is weak, like the NASDAQ against the S&P, that tends to drag the S&P with it.
Kind of bounced off that one.
Yeah.
That's pretty strong.
Volume is starting to taper off, though, on the buys. Starting to see it come down a little bit. Not many sellers in this market, though. You know what I mean? Overall.
Nope. I mean, it's hanging at the high. 70 contracts just printed a new high, and it's just that what two down ticks.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any news. It's weird.
Another impulse higher.
Mm-hmm. Keeps going off.
Crude tends to have a tale of two markets because you'll see, like, at one point it'll see these major rallies like this, and then the next thing you know, you'll see it completely reverse and give it all back.
Does it pretty much every day lately, right? I mean,
Yeah.
It looked terrible. It was going to break down, and then now it's like the best thing since sliced bread. I guess it's going to get that 50.88 in this move.
Sure trying, isn't it?
Not messing around.
So even though this is going higher, if you look at it in larger time frames and you start doing like risk to reward analysis, I mean, the reason why you wouldn't be buying this market right now and why we're looking more for shorts, because the least amount of risk. I mean, we only risk in that one trade, we only risk $90, and but the potential is that you were going to see, you could have seen in that move, if it were a top. We saw happen to us Friday where we got into a trade and the market was moving similar to this, and it basically proceeded to fall apart and fell $1.20.
Right. It's true. Banks must be doing pretty well.
Holding.
Not really. Must be the oil.
Yeah, oil's holding up the S&P today. There's no question about it. What Dave's referring to is so the two major sectors that make up the S&P are financials and oil. And so, I mean, there's more sectors than that, but those are kind of the two of the larger ones. And so what we're talking about is what's causing the S&P to be stronger relative strength against the NASDAQ. And financials aren't doing that great, so it's got to be, the oil stock should be performing well.
Yeah. Exxon's day high.
Yeah. I like it up here, though. This is a good spot for a short.
Already in at 60 for other interests.
Yeah, exactly. System should trigger in just a second. If we get a close below 50s, we should get a trade here in a second here.
Might be one more up push, but see if it makes the.
Yeah.
I mean, 61 really be the high. $61.
Apple has their big conference today too, by the way. Why do you have that at 61?
Is that the high?
No, I've got the high at 65.
Either one, it's going to hit it. Unless you want me to change it. No, it hit it.
I don't know. I don't know if it's going to hit 65.
Well, isn't it the prior candle? 64. It just hit
64. Yeah.
Just hit 65 and wiped out. Amazing how it drops 10 cents in one print.
Got to cancel that order out there.
I'm sorry.
I actually like that as a short again.
Yeah, that price action.
Just re-trigger it. There we go. They are not messing around on the bull side, are they?
Mm-mm. What's the stop? 65 still?
Yeah.
Euro's dropping. It's kind of a bullish flag there.
Yeah, it's a consolidation of the current move, but we're extended on a 5-minute. When this thing takes out that, pretty much when it takes out the low of 48,
Right.
We'll see this thing really start to pull back. So I mean, once it starts taking out 48, you may just want to go to break even and let it fall apart.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Gotta see those bears step in though, because we haven't seen it yet.
Looks super bullish.
Yeah. Take out your stop again.
Cancel.
Come on, fail. It's wanting to.
Not really. It's just all higher lows.
Yeah.
I'm still not seeing any news.
There we go. Thought we had it, but no.
What happened?
I put a short on. Thought we had it at 59, but it's just
You scratched it
fair
that
low.
fast?
Oh no, that's the S&P. The wrong market. That's why. Let's see the S&P here.
It's down a tick.
Pull up the S&P chart.
It's right here. I don't know.
Looks pretty good, actually.
Does it look?
You over there at the ATM, or what are you doing?
No. It's my
Making
phone.
your morning mojo?
No. Yeah, I'm at the ATM. A phone call came through, and I thought it was my daughter, but
Got it.
it's not. You're gonna be lulled to sleep by the S&P now.
Yeah, geez.
It's painful.
Doesn't even move.
No, it can, like, it should be going now, right?
Yeah, should.
There goes oil. Good grief. Nasdaq's rolling over. Maybe the S&P will. Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see, right?
It's constructive, though. I don't know. I think the sell-off was a couple days last week, and that's it, right?
Yeah. Got the NASDAQ still pushing lower. It's coming right into the gold bands there for buy signals. See if we can get it to fall apart here. Doesn't look like it, does it?
The Nasdaq did.
Yeah.
People are asking, where do I find a 2-week training?
Yeah, it's getting released today.
Oh, okay.
I'll have it posted. We're just going through some final steps here. The videos are already online under week 2 on our page. I like the short here on crude.
Well, there goes the S&P.
Yep. We'll get it in just a second here. Thank you, S&P.
Nice trade.
Are you laughing at me over there?
No, I'm laughing with you.
Yeah.
Not at you.
If this crude takes out that low, this thing's going lower.
I do feel like it's a little toppy. I have to see if we could try to get like 66s or something.
No, I don't think. It's gonna break
Kind
right
of
here.
back in there.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think he'd be a jerk for a tick here. Got to keep it censored. My mom's listening. There it goes. See, you just can't even. You just got to
Never
take
hit the
it.
top band again.
I know.
Yeah, I think you got to look at 60. I think you take it at 66. You still might get a bounce.
Yeah.
Got that kind of terminal blow off top on the 5-minute.
Yeah, it's kind of the pattern that's
Shoot
kind of
there.
set up is that kind of retest that old resistance or that old, those older levels.
Probably go back to 45. You're so cruel, crude.
Yeah. This is the move we were kind of anticipating a little bit.
It's not falling apart yet, though.
Yep.
Did you see the question there about?
Yep.
I think it's fine. 3 to 5 days, whatever.
Yeah, I sent it. No.
Right.
Saw a nice out on crude there, or on the S&P.
Take what you can get short side, except for that 1 day a week when it falls, right?
Yeah, we literally bottom ticked that.
Nice.
Good old BOH.
The what now?
Nothing. Let's see.
$52. That was a nice out on the.
Right?
See how that looks graphically. Look at this tick range chart. That was that coil this morning. And the length of the coil was the height.
Yep. You got your 66s again for 65.
Showing a sell at 59.
Yeah. I think we're going to take crude.
Gotta be patient, grasshopper.
I know.
You're almost at the bottom, bully. Probably test one more time at the high.
See this fail 52s here.
The webinar is 10 days long, and this is my first day. Where can I find the previous 5? Was the question.
We're getting those uploaded on YouTube. So we have Fridays, and I believe 2 days last week already uploaded. So the webinar is actually, it's every single day. So
The trading room, we don't, it takes too much bandwidth to save them all, so.
yeah. You get to hear us every morning if you want. go ahead and break that 52 crude, shall we?
I don't know. It's going to take its time, that's for sure.
Gonna do it all at once.
Well, it did have that decent rally this morning, and then it fell apart. I don't know what the time was, but
yeah,
maybe you'll catch one of those. I mean, it's outside the gold band at this point.
Yeah. It's working itself out over time, though. That's the only thing. We'd like to see more velocity to the downside.
Yeah, it's hanging here. It's kind of bullish.
Yeah.
Make a break right here.
Getting pretty close, isn't it?
I don't know if it breaks below that Bollinger. Let's go to the could go to 40. If you ever change time frames and see some weirdness, you got to hit reload, right click and go a reload chart, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a 10-minute, 15-minute, 1 hour. It's definitely extended on every time frame.
Yeah.
But
Crude tends to do that, though. You know what I mean? It tends to run one way, and then it kind of starts to stall, and then it falls apart. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Kind of its MO.
Crude's a little crafty today.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's every day. Never mind.
I was about to say, what you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis?
Come on, you know you want to take the stair elevator down.
Yeah.
Base jump it. You shooting for 20 there, Tex?
Trying to get a
play out.
little bit of bigger of a move. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go to break even in just a second here.
Well, should bounce off this Bollinger. But if you get a big push down close enough, I'd take it.
Yeah.
That might have been all you're going to get.
Yeah. See if we get another just little minuscule push down here. Let's see.
Actually hit the bottom volley, so a buy is coming.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, it blew through it.
Yeah, we'll see. See if we can get just a little bit of a.
Nope, missed it.
Yeah.
Lost sight of the NASDAQ. Looks like it's making a comeback.
Yeah.
Crude is just stuck now.
Yeah, well, I think we could still see it fall apart, but because we're so extended on some of our larger time frames.
Right.
But we'll see. It's got to come down and retest and see how it's going to do these 48s.
Getting a little bit of a dollar push up, so maybe that could drag it down.
Yeah.
Because it's 54s.
What's that?
I'm just looking where if you did a retracement long on the, it's just when it's thin like that, it's a tough trade.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
There goes the yen. Let's see.
Part of this trade now is duration risk. Yeah,
Yeah, it's been hanging too long.
yeah. I would risk $30. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And it'll fall apart, right?
I don't know.
Once it did the second breakout, so if you look at technical patterns, once it did the second breakout here, it's kind of we've got such steep bands that's pretty bullish.
Yeah.
But we are pretty super extended up here, but
Yeah.
doesn't seem like it's selling off like it should. I guess give it time, right?
Here it goes, right?
Now it's gonna fall apart.
Nah, I'm mad. I think it's just going to work itself out over time here. Those Bollinger Bands are starting to constrict, though.
Mm-hmm. Let me clean my chart up.
Yeah, question in the room. What's the next step from here? Just signed up. You'll be getting an email from me very shortly. Got to wait till after the call, though. And then we'll have all the process and information for you. But, yeah, we'll get you your content for today. So you're not missing anything. Here it goes. Here goes crude.
It's funny how when you see it, doesn't look like much of a move, but it's like 40 cents, 50 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of backing and filling today on every pair, it seems.
Yeah.
That's heartbreaking.
Probably about 9 trades so far. Glendrick?
Yes, 9 trades.
Got our trade outside the band there.
Gotta love the crude.
Yeah,
Once
exactly.
again, living up to its name.
Widowmaker, baby.
Oh, yeah, I covered all the bases today. Bull, bear, pig, slaughtered, all of the above.
Yes, Dave and I are always up. It just seems like, I mean, I was on phone calls till midnight last night, and then I was up this morning. So Dave likes to thank his double shot espresso drink, right, for keeping you awake throughout the day.
Yes. True. I usually don't fade. Well, sometimes it depends how early I get up. I may fade around now, but it's also market based. Like when the market's rocking and everything, it's like super energy. It's like having a pot of coffee, you know. Keeps you ticking.
That's it. You got this one?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's a strange looking one, but nevertheless.
Yes, sir. Still constructive for the bull case, though.
I'd like to see it get down to that red band, 29s.
Yeah, 29s, yeah.
Maybe one more push lower. Let's look at some higher time frames. There's the 5 minute. God, it's no man's land. 15 minute. Nope.
Not yet. Yeah. Patience grasshopper or something like that, right?
Uh-huh. Gotta get the magnifying glass out for this stuff.
Got to pull out the old people glasses.
Well, I guess you're right. 41. You can pull it up on the side there.
Oh, the actual amount? Yeah, 41s.
Mm-hmm. Taking its sweet time, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's more like absolutely nothing going on.
We don't need a big move. There it goes. Yes, sir.
Do you go to the
Sneak in below
36?
36, yeah.
I mean, it seems tight, but it is what it is, right?
It is what it is.
If this is news that ramped this higher, this actually should make a new high. I'm
Yeah.
still looking. I don't see any news right now, but
Yeah.
it seems like the ECB's out buying stuff. Maybe they're buying some oil.
They got a blank check, right? Why not?
The more I read about it, over this weekend, it just says more information just keeps coming out. It's just pretty ridiculous.
What is?
Where they're going to find $1 trillion in bonds, and they're buying bonds at negative yields. The Bund is at like 0.4. It's a 10-year bond is at almost negative, and they're buying it. I don't know. Honestly, to me, it seems like it's a monster mistake. Because as they drive those yields, as they drive those yields down.
Exactly. Go and break out 46 if you would, kind sir, Mr. Crude.
S&P's going.
Yeah. It will. It's just that, that breakout and then retest trade that we love so much. It'll be one of those like next candle prints at 9:30. It'll print above that high and then it'll just scurry up. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Seems heavy. Very, very heavy.
Nah.
Okay. What was that? Laser. What are you doing? Cancel. What'd you say?
Told you. It's just that coil before the pot, man.
See, you don't get it. You got to throw a bone to the trading gods. The other one, you're like, oh, this one's going to work out for sure. Didn't it?
Yep, there we go. We like
we'll
it.
See you on the...
be on the wrap-up call. I'll be getting everybody that we've had a couple sign-ups here. Joy, I'll be getting your email stuff. I know your email works. I just got to make sure, see what's going on there. So
I guess I'll just stay on and go through. If anyone, any of the new people have any questions, I'm just going to kind of go through real quick again.
Go ahead.
The concept of what we're looking at.
Yeah, go ahead and anybody who's new within the last 2 weeks, go ahead and just ask questions. Dave and I are going to stay on for just a minute longer and just give you guys the ability to ask questions on what we're seeing and all that stuff. So go ahead and fire away. We're going to go a little bit longer today.
Right. So once again, if you missed it before, what we're looking at, this blue line is the midpoint of all the price action that you see. This is a daily chart. Let's go to a 1 hour chart maybe. So this blue line gives you the median price of the price action from all that you see on the screen. The bands are a derivative of standard deviations, and so it's a very good barometer of where the range of the particular instrument is going to be for the day or for that time period. So remember, we look at multiple time frames. The 1 hour chart is kind of our anchor chart because we're short-term traders. So when you see it get outside a down-sloping band, that's a pretty good area. That was last Friday with the unemployment numbers. Although that was on news, so that's tough to trade. But when you see the down-sloping line, you definitely want to look to get in areas if it gets short near the top of the band. But you could also take a shot here, getting long in these areas below here. So the idea was, when I was actually in college with the Wall Street Journal, they had the dartboard, the monkeys, and the portfolio managers were all picking stocks. Maybe it was chimpanzees, I don't remember. But anyway, typically the random dartboard and the monkeys beat the portfolio managers. So I always thought, well, if I'm throwing at a dartboard, instead of picking 10,000 stocks, every single stock that's listed, let's pick the 100 best growing earnings companies, because I was an accountant. So I figured, why not pick growing companies with good earnings per share growth, not companies that are decreasing or at a loss per share. So I thought if you threw your 10 darts at those 100, you'd have a much better, it's still random, but you still have a much better shot at outperforming the market, or even outperforming the other dartboard that was thrown at the 10,000, which could land on a stock that a Radio Shack that goes out of business or something. So when you think of that from technical analysis, that's fundamental analysis. Now I'm talking about technical analysis that's using math and statistics in order to give you lower risk areas to buy, lower risk areas to sell. So this way, that's kind of you're throwing your darts at a high probability trade. We'll go to shorter time frames. You could see it again. Buying, you get a bounce. So the red band is called the rate of change. It's a shorter time frame, and that allows us to get kind of a feel like right now it's starting to flatten out, but we're still getting rate of change down. So we're, I think, stuck in a range. You also get, when both are pointing down, you get bigger down moves. When one is coming up, the other one's going down, or vice versa. Like here, this is going up, this is going down. You see the price action was either quiet or choppy. You could see the chop here. So you got to stay nimble. That's why we trade. We use different volatility parameters in order to catch the trades. So we'll tighten it up. If we think there's a bigger move coming, we'll let it run a little more. Let me make sure. I have to check. So that's kind of in a nutshell. Is that you? I guess so. This is the trading application. So what we'll do is, it's in the training and everything else, but what we'll do is, well, he's doing stuff right now, so I don't really want to mess with it. What'd you just do? Modified it wrong? You can see the orders come in. The trade actually puts itself in. Let me make sure. I have to check something real quick. Hold on. And so you're able to sit.
Yeah, my take profits and stops are messed up. That's what I was trying to modify, but it's all good.
Yeah.
Sorry, keep going.
You need a training session.
You're killing me.
Oh my goodness. So when you open the application, you have to go hit get market, and then it gives up a search. I added in the next version, it'll say ES next to it. So the actual contract that you're going to type in the search box is ES. So you see mini S&P 500, you double click it, you go to outrights, double click it, and then you're going to hit the March 15, you double click that, and then it'll populate it. I'm not going to do it again because that's what it'll already do that. It's already in there. The next symbol is here, NQ, so you hit get market, you type in NQ, it's NASDAQ 100, so it says NQ, outrights, and then we're in March till further notice. 6J is the next one. You can see it says right here. So 6J, Japanese yen, outrights, March 15. So you double click it and it'll populate. And then the last one is CL for crude oil, CL, crude oil future, outrights, and we're still in April. A little bit longer. Once you have all, you're getting the data, so you're going to want to make sure you'll see, like here, the volume is moving, or the price, something that's fast moving, like maybe the crude oil. You see how the price is moving. You're getting data. Then you hit connect signals, and that means you'll be getting the signals. And then if you're ready to enable trading, you click this button, and it'll turn green like this. This box here, the signals box, will turn green, and that means you're getting live signals, and it will automatically trade for you. If you disconnect it, it goes white. You'll still get the signals, but this is for people who are manually trading that just want to still see the signals. You'll see the signals coming in, but it won't automatically trade.
We had a question. The software automatically trades for you, but kind of go over how if somebody does want to manually trade, what they can also do that from the software.
Right. So, well, I'm kind of explaining now. You could either be connected to the signals, just watch the signals come in. You might see, well, I like this trade. You might take it. You may not. It's up to you. Or you'd go like this, and every trade, it will automatically trade for you. So it's your choice. If you're manually trading, or if you have this off and we were in a trade and then it gets in, it'll say position mismatch error, and I'll give you the slot number. So it's slot 1, 2, 3, and 4. So ultimately, that is kind of up to you, but you have to monitor that part if you're trading manually, obviously, or you're watching. If you're turning this button on and off, you have to be cognizant if we're in a trade or not. Which we've added in over here. It's not always up, but if we're engaged into the market trading, we put this up. So it kind of, you can see a blue is a buy and a red X is a sell. And so that's kind of our trading, our actual trades that are in there that you can see. And then you can also at the same time, so if you want it up, since you traded the S&P already, so you can leave this trading connected to signals, trading enabled. Now, once you get this up and going, put it on Sunday night after 5 o'clock Eastern. And then you can see a trade just went in. And then it automatically puts a profit and a stop in. Here's the profit target. Does that break even? You might as well just take it. Euro's tanking. Come in. Looks like it's more than it really is. So if you're trading at the same time, we might be short, you might be long, it will then be flat, it will say position mismatch. These positions here is what our position is. So if you're trading, these are for what the signals are. The signals are short one crude right now. If you were trading and you want to buy crude, it would be flat here, so you could see your short one crude. If you were long crude manually, you thought this was a pullback you wanted to buy, this would be at 0 and it would say position mismatch. The point of it is that it's just warning you. It's not, I mean, that's why you have to be a little bit more sophisticated and have gone through the training and been manually trading and understand, the different, let me hit cancel for you. So trade just hit a profit target. It got flat. See, now it says 0. And this net box is what you are live all the time. So we have the ability to see your trades and see. So what we do is you have to be flat every day at 3:10 Central Time. That's the cutoff time. We hit the get flat button for everyone. But just recall that you have, basically at the stock market close, you have to be flat. I hit the button for you, but you could probably get back in if you wanted to, and then you're knocked out of your combine for that particular week or month. So the rules are very strict, and you have to really monitor all that. We try our best to do that, but we've had issues where if people override it, then there's nothing we can do, or don't have the app on.
What Glendrick, what one of the things Glendrick's asking about as far as manual trading, you can see, pull up the ladder again if you would.
The crude ladder?
Kind of expand that. No, just the S&P ladder. That's fine. This is what you use to trade on for manual trading. So it's kind of walk through that if you would.
So this shows all the price action for today in the S&P. You could see this is the volume on the side. This is called a ladder. This was pretty much kind of came out late, I would say 98-ish, 99-ish. I mean, there was a level 2, but actually Trading Technologies was the company that came out with the trading ladder for market makers, guys from the pit that were coming off like after 2000. Wanted to have an easy way to trade. So you can bid it, you can offer it. It's very easy. You click it, you cancel it. It's very easy to put in what you want to buy, different levels. No problem. It shows up also here in the app. You can see how it's working orders. You can actually on this double click on it and it'll see how it canceled it. So it's double click on here, or you can do it. You click here, you just click on the order and it cancels it. If you want to buy just at market, you basically just you would click above, like right here, and it would buy it at market. Same thing with selling. If you want to sell a new high, there you go. It's got an offer sitting there. You could see it says working. Doesn't come up here. These are only the signals. None of the manual trades come up in here. All trades come up in this white box though. Manual or the signals that if your trading is enabled, it will come up. Now I'll cancel it from that. So there gives you a lot of flexibility to be in trades both. I think people have had success where they see a trade, they like it and agree. I mean, this is obviously after time of getting a good feel for our trading style, that they'll jump on the bandwagon. For right now, depending on your combine, you have to be in the proper trade size because that's our risk parameters are based on that. If you change this trade size to unauthorized amounts, you're at your buyer beware, as they say, caveat emptor, because you're messing with what our set risk parameters are. So if you can change this number, but you could also, if we have a drawdown day, we think we're down $500, but you put a 4 in there, you're actually down $1,000 and you got stopped out. Now the software here will automatically stop you out at your combine loss, which is 900. And it'll shut the buttons off. You'll still get signals, but it will disable trading. And once it gets full stopped out for the day, you actually have to restart the application if you want to trade again. which you can't trade that day anyway. So I guess you just would reset it at the close of the trading day, and then the next day you have the opportunity to trade. It also has a maximum contracts. It actually automatically puts that in. So whatever number you put in there, it will change. So if I change it to 4, you could see it changed to. So it doesn't fat finger where you end up putting in too many contracts. Also, their software will block you if it goes over a certain amount. So either way, you're going to get blocked. Some of the things here, if you have a lot of orders out there, you could hit, or you just, I do it all the time. You hit cancel all orders here. And so you'll see, you could see all these orders here. I hit cancel all orders and they're gone. So that cancels all pairs, all outstanding orders, and then you could also hit get flat. Get flat. Cancels all orders and gets out of all positions, so you'll be net zero on everything. So that's kind of the panic button, get flat. Completely get you out of everything. Besides that, it's pretty simple. You turn it on Sunday night, you get your 4 markets, connect the signals, and then you enable trading. All these other things, it gets remembered, so it once you have that on, you should be fine. And then you could go through the training, or I know Andrew does training on how to, I know I'm flying through this, but on how to buy and sell. But it's pretty blue is buy, red is sell.
Yeah, we're going to do that tomorrow in basically a half an hour after the trading room. So the trading room will end at, 8:30 your time or whatever time zone you're in, that's Pacific time, and then a half an hour after that. So basically in 12 minutes from now, tomorrow, we'll have a live training where I'm going to show you guys how to trade based on the ladder and how to manually trade. Set your stops, your take profits, all that stuff with the software. We're going to do that tomorrow. And there will be an email that will kind of go over those details. So just be looking for that later today. Inviting you to the live trade room.
Right.
So,
okay.
All right, guys. Well, have a good day. We'll see you on the wrap-up call.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Bye.